Wow, what an ending to the Legion story. For now. I'm actually proud of Blizzard for ending the expansion on such a high note. Although there may be a little left to the story, for the most part, the Legion is done. And although we may get a Wrath-like ending in the next patch, where there's something hidden, something that may hint at the Legion's return. This, of course, could go back to Khadgar's death that we saw in WoD. Yes, I'm definitely not letting that go. Blizzard showed it to us, and I want to see it in game. I want to see if the Burning Legion will actually make a return. I did attempt to guess the ending of Legion, and well, I came close, but not close enough. I said that a portal would be open, and Sargeras would be on the other side. The portal was open much earlier, and we kind of swapped places with him, in my prediction anyway. But it was still pretty damn close. I also said that Khadgar would be on the other side to stop Sargeras, but it ended up actually being Illidan, willing to stay behind for some good old-fashioned payback. Of course, he didn't stay behind because he had to, he stayed behind because he wanted to. So I suppose the only things I actually came close on was, there was a portal, Sargeras was on the opposite side of us, and someone stayed behind. But I'm happy I couldn't guess the exact ending of Legion. It shows Blizzard's step up in the storytelling. But there's only one question left that has to be answered. Why do we get rid of our artifact weapons? What could require so much power that even keeping Sargeras imprisoned on Argus didn't need them? Could it be N'Zoth's prison? Could it be to heal Azrothian from the final blow that Sargeras dealt? Or could it be to destroy the sword that Sargeras left behind? On a side note, by the way, when he was actually pushing it into the planet and you could see it like breaking the atmosphere, that was beautiful on Blizzard's art team. And these cinematics keep getting better and better. But I digress. We know that the sword won't be there in Battle for Azeroth. Just a crater. But right now, the sword is there if you beat in the raid. So that might be the most likely choice for sending off our weapons. Kinda dull, but worth it in the long run. The ending of the story for now is very satisfying. We got to see Grandpa Sargeras and Granddad Aman'Thul, and actually made the journey worth it. I felt like everything we did in the expansion was ultimately worth it. You know, Mists of Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor, it all seemed futile, but we actually got a win in, and it feels good. Especially after getting our butt kicks for the first part of the expansion. Argus was great, and Blizzard did a much better job than previous expansions. Yes, I'm looking at you, Warlords. The story isn't over. Sargeras isn't dead, and the Voidlords haven't revealed themselves to us yet. Sargeras will have a part to play before WoW is over. And who knows, maybe Khadgar's death is still on the table, just further into the future than I expected. All we can do now is enjoy the game, and hope the next expansion brings us new questions and answers about the ever-expanding lore in Warcraft. But I want to know, did you guys like the ending? Do you think there's some more to come? Let me know in the comments below. My final thoughts are that there are still a few things that they didn't answer. Who's the her that Vadi Mothras is talking about? Is it Sylvanas? What about the whispers of Il'gynoth? Are they false? What about the unanswered questions of Il'gynoth? What about Khadgar's death? Was that a false vision, like the one Sargeras showed Kil'jaeden and Archimonde? Or is that vision have yet to come to fruition? I just hope this battle for Azeroth ends quickly, and that the Horde and the Alliance can at least make up and set their animosities behind, so that we can take on the Void Lords. And who knows, maybe Sargeras will join us one day. Probably not. But anyway guys, like the video, if you liked it of course. I am Varangian Rhino, and thank you very much for watching. I haven't been uploading as much as I want to, but hopefully very shortly I'll start putting out more videos. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you later.